I'm at the airport. Yeah, this is a great test to see if like the noise canceling is actually working. I am flying on my own. It's not the first time I've done this, by the way. I honestly feel kind of weird about it. No, I mean, I feel good. Generally, I feel good. The reason I'm going is good. Like, everything's good. The situation, like, coming through is good. I'm at JFK. I'm from New York City, by the way. I don't know if I've ever made that clear on my channel. I'm from New York City, and I'm home for the summer. So, no, I'm not in Syracuse. You know, my airport of choice is JFK. Obviously, there's gonna be little mishaps. Just, like, normal things, though, like security taking a really long time, which I accounted for. I'm actually here 2 hours early. I have an hour and 45 until I board, so I'm happy that I'm early as opposed to late. You know, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm doing a little short trip, and this is kind of like a precursor for me because like I have a much longer flight coming up and I'll be gone for a longer time. So I think this is like a great warm-up for like flying this summer for me. Also, why do my hands look so... I do have big hands for a girl. I feel like they look even bigger because I'm using like the point... It's not a 0.5. On my Samsung Galaxy Z Flips, it's a 0.6. I'm kind of making this video because I feel like flying the past few months has been kind of scary. I think that flying is like a scary thing for a lot of people, but I've never feared flying. Flying has never been something that I've ever even thought twice about. I think it's exhilarating, the takeoff and the landing, but ever since all those little, you know what I'm talking about, those things that have happened in like the past few months with airports and planes, I'm a little nervous, I can't lie. I don't know if that's just what's the New Jersey airport? It's like EWR. I think they're still having problems to this day. Don't quote me on that though. Yeah, so I'm just kind of feeling weird about it, and I have a lot of flights in my future, especially like the second go round. Obviously I'm flying now and I have to fly back. I'm going to Buffalo, by the way. I didn't say that. I'm going to Buffalo for a little birthday. Obviously I'm flying there and I'm flying back, and then I have a larger trip that'll be like 4 planes total, and I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about the destination and why I'll be there. I'm sorry if I'm looking at the screen. I should be looking at the camera. Actually, I don't even know which one it is. Okay, it's that one. That's how I check. That's how I check which camera. No, this is kind of just like an airport ramble. So yeah, I have 4 flights coming up separate from this trip. I'm not trying to speak negativity into existence, but this whole thing has really been making me feel not great. Oh, I think my plane is coming in. Like prior to the whole planes incident, helicopter, chopper situations, just public transit in general has been freaking me out lately. I think it's because I like go to school upstate and I've been spending a lot more time up there. I think the last 3 years my life has primarily just existed upstate. I'm just kind of used to it being safer there. I've gotten unused to the NYC craze. Taking trains, for instance, like subway, people getting burned alive. Like, what are you talking about with that one? What are you actually talking about? Nobody's safe. I've never realized it until going to school that the subway and just public transportation in general, it can really be just a free-for-all. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. I've actually been avoiding the subway like the plague. So I would come home during breaks, right? And I would do like many different, I've tried basically all the modes of transportation. Now I'm really grateful for when I can get someone to drive me. I've done Amtrak, which I do like, but sometimes I feel like it takes a while because we stop often, right? I've done planes and I think that's great too, but then there's the factor of like, how am I getting home from the airport? And then there's bus, and I find that that's been my sort of favorite so far because it's affordable and I find that it goes pretty fast. It's the closest I can get to someone close to me driving myself. But then you get into Port Authority bus terminal, and then what? Now I have to take the subway home. And the subway, that place is crazy. I don't know what's going on with them. And then there's the topic of perhaps it was like always like this, and I'm sure that is the case. I've only just realized this now because I've had a opportunity to distance myself from the New York City craziness. So only now am I realizing how wicked the subway is, and maybe I just need to become desensitized again so I can start riding the train. Because I was honestly so excited when I first started doing that. I used to take acting classes in Manhattan, and that was like my first real like opportunity to actively use the subway. I had no other reason to use the subway otherwise, and it was really fun. I had a sense of freedom, and I do miss that, but at the price of what? Like getting doused in gasoline and lit the, like, what are you talking about? And do your research. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's just disturbing. It's real disturbing, the things that happen in the subway. But I don't want to get too dark about it. I'm here at the airport. I'm very privileged to be able to fly upstate as opposed to taking the bus, which wouldn't have been fun, but I would have done it regardless. I'm just very happy. My mom bought me this flight. Thank you so much, Mother. I really do appreciate it. And she got me like these new luggages, which I'm obsessed with, and she is too. I actually just sent her a video of it. I think I'm sure I'll insert it now. I'm thinking I'm gonna walk around a little bit. I think I want to use the bathroom and then I'm gonna walk around. I'm hungry? Am I hungry or am I bored? Am I hungry or am I bored? You know, that's always the question, isn't it? I know a lot of bored eaters. I have a lot of bored eaters in my life, and I don't want to be one of them because it's like unnecessary. Honestly, I mean, I just kind of want to look around. I don't see anything good. I was hoping that they would have Chick-fil-A. I don't see any though. Also, what's up with all the Hotel Transylvania stuff? Like, it's on the TV over there, and I swear it was like in the little carts you put your bag in when you're going through security. I hope I sound good. I just like, I talked a lot just then. This is kind of my excuse to test out my new mic. I have the Hollyland Lark Max, and this is me testing it out. Like, I can be so far away. Obviously this is not far away, but I can be if I wanted to. So this is kind of like my first time vlogging in public. I've vlogged in public before, but not like, the airport is a different kind of public. It's a different breed, if you will. Also, look at my pigtails. I did my hair like this. I blow dried my hair and then I braided them so that I can have like a little braid out. And then I have this cap right here, courtesy of my mother and her many travels. I don't often wear caps or hats, but I think my mom is finally getting a return on her investment, because anytime she would travel she would buy us caps, but I would never wear them growing up, probably because of like the hairstyles that I would do, and it would just never make sense, especially since like going to like my schools, you could never wear hats in our schools, so there was never a time for me to wear a hat. But I think airports are my new hat times. Like, I like wearing hats here. It's either this or wearing my headscarf, and my mom said like she's sick of seeing me in my headscarf, so I mean, kind of same, but it's just easy, it's comfy. But I guess I should stop. That's gonna be my goal, to stop going out in public in my headscarf, because like we can put in a little more effort. Okay, yeah, no, I have to pee so bad because I totally forgot that. No, I didn't forget that you couldn't have liquid, but I had way more liquid in my bottle than I had planned to before I was going in through TSA. Obviously you can't bring liquids in, and like I didn't realize that I had filled it up so much. I just figured I would be able to drink it in the line, but it was like, I have a big bottle and it was like at least halfway full. So I was like, wait, that's crazy. So I was like drinking, I was chugging. The line went kind of fast and I was getting nervous. I was also banking on the fact that there would be like those trash bins where you could throw out your liquid. But that was never to be seen. Like, what was I supposed to do if I came up there and I had liquid in my bottle? Throw out the bottle? Like, I don't know, was I gonna have to drink it on the spot? So anyway, I started drinking it on the line. That was something. I actually started to hurt a little bit. It made my tumnus hurt. But yeah, that's kind of my fault. I should have been drinking it like on the way here. So now I have to pee, and I think I'm gonna have to pee again before I even board, and probably on the flight, which I hate. I hate having to pee when I travel. One thing about me is I'm severely dehydrated when I'm traveling because I refuse to drink like anything because I don't want to have to get up and pee. And I think I have a window seat, so that's even more of a reason for me not wanting to get up and pee. And I know that's really bad for me. You know, this setup is going to be a problem because I can see myself yapping. Listen, one thing about me, when I have a topic I'm passionate about, and right now it's being at an airport, I can yap. I gotta go to the bathroom, honestly. Oh, I almost dropped my phone. Okay, hi. Also, bruh. That's better. That's way better. Why don't I hold it like this? I got 3 mayo packets because I'm serious about my mayo. It actually doesn't even look bad. Like it smells really good. I'm like, it was made on the 20th. It's the 17th right now. I was like, did I time travel? Okay, well, I'm gonna eat now, so. Alright.
Honestly.